All right, y'all. I started making something special today, and then I was like, oh, RV, you forgot to record. So sorry, I'm already in the midst of it. So I'm going to show you what I got so far and let you know what I'm trying to make. Well, not trying to make, we'll let you know what I'm making. I'm making a special dish today. It's going to be what I call a cook-up, but not a standard cook-up like the Caribbean cook-up. It's going to be with salmon, vegetables, herbs, and rice. So I'll show you bits and pieces, but I have started already. So I do apologize. I'm not used to this recording stuff. I'm just usually getting up in the kitchen and doing stuff. All right, but I'll see what I can catch for you, okay? All right. All right, so first of all, I'm having here four containers of salmon. I have two different brands. I have two of each brand. That's just me. But 4 containers of salmon. Of course, my special a la RV seasoning that I can't tell you what's in there. I started my rice. So I seasoned, of course, seasoned the water. So just waiting for it to get about a little bit al dente. And then I will take it off and let it simmer for the rest of the way. Then also here I have my vegetables and my herbs mixed in together. Okay, so that's where we are so far. Oh, and by the way, then the rice, I'm using basmati rice. Okay, all right. You see all this water that's in these cans? And by the way, so I'm using the Honey Boy pink salmon, the black top pink salmon. Okay, those are the two. I have 2 of each. But you don't want all this water on here at all. So drain it off. Don't put that in your dish. Okay, so this is how you want it to be when you drain it out. But what I do to drain it out, the same lid that I just cut off, I put it on here. And I take it over to the sink, push down on that, and pour, okay? Make sure you're pushing down all the way, get all that liquid out, because you don't want any of that liquid. All right, so you see? When the rice got like this where it's still a little bit al dente, but there's still water in it. So then you want to turn the stove off and you want to cover it, and then you want to take it off of the hot stove and put it on an area so that it can just soak in and it'll stay there and simmer and it'll cook the rest of the way, okay? All right, so when you got all the water out, the water is out now. So then we're going to pour it in there. And what we want to do before we add anything to our pots, we want to make sure we get out all of the bones. I mean, the bones are soft and some people just squish it up in there and eat it, but I want to get out as much bone as I can from it. Okay, so that's what you do here. Okay, this is what it all looks like with the bones out. And by the way, I already poured out any excess water, liquid that came from those cans. That's in the bottom, drain it out. So you just pretty much want this anyway. So the vegetable stuff that I have here, you're going to pour that in there. Then you're going to stir around. You're going to season, okay? I'll show you the rest in a minute. I need my hand. So see all I'm doing here is stirring it up. I haven't seasoned it or added anything else to it yet. But right now, I just all stirred up right now. About to go add some seasoning. Okay, the salmon is finished. And so is the rice. Look at that. You see that? Yep, look at that. Look at that. Yep. All right, so now next step will be to add this to this. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're going to put this in here. All right. Let me get my other hand. All right, so I've added all the rice in here. So now the task is to do what? Mix it on up. So let me get to mixing. Okay, so the rice is mixed in here with the salmon. You could hardly tell that the rice is in there, right? So it has rice, vegetables, herbs, salmon, all mixed into one. So let me show you what we do next. All right, so what I did was this is just a regular bowl. And I packed it all into this bowl and I smoothed it over with that spoon. And then the next thing is to plate it. When you're plating it, you want to do like that. Put the plate over, and then you're going to turn it over. I'll show you in a second. Turn it over. Before you lift it up, you want to spin this around. This plate, you take one hand to hold this plate, and then your other hand to spin this around. So now, of course, you know I need my other hand. After you spin it, then you can lift it up. Voila! And then I'm going to, because then what you'll do is you'll take the fork and you'll eat it off this way. But let me get some of my fresh basil. All right, so of course I'm growing all my herbs and stuff here. So I'm just gonna get a piece of my fresh basil and I'm gonna put it on the top. Cut me 2 leaves of fresh basil. Now I'm just going to garnish it around. And voila! This is my salmon, rice, veggie, herbal cook-up balls. And it has the salmon and the rice in there and the vegetables in there. And this is what's for dinner, y'all. All right. And that's what's for dinner, folks. That's what's for dinner. All right, folks, now that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me today for another session of Cooking with Ala RV. For today's dish, and I'm going to call it salmon palau balls. All right, take care. Stay tuned for more, and hope you have a very blessed day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you may be in. Take it easy. Bye. Peace.